Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aiden and welcome back to yet another Fortnite video here on the channel. In this video, guys, I'm going to be going over how you guys can actually go ahead and complete the Sasuke task for the day and get all 60 fish that you guys actually have to go ahead and catch within one single match. Now, this is probably the best guide on YouTube as of right now and probably the best guide on the internet in general. And this will actually allow you guys to actually go ahead and get the Kurama glider as fast as humanly possible for free within Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 8 within this Nindo Challenges event. With that being said, before we actually go ahead and get to this guide, consider leaving a like on this video, sharing with some friends, and of course subscribing if you guys are brand new for even more Fortnite content just like this. And with that being said, let's get straight into this because it shouldn't take that long to actually go ahead and explain. Plus, I'm already getting loaded into a match right now. Now, what you guys are going to want to go ahead and do is actually get loaded into either a solo, duos, trios, or squads. This will not work in any of the LTMs because you have to be in one of the main pub playlists to actually go ahead and do this. And you're actually going to want to go ahead and land Craggy Cliffs, specifically at this building right here. So go ahead and make your way to this location right now. And once you guys go ahead and get to this location, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is actually start breaking all of the fishing barrels and search for as many harpoons as possible. But make sure you have at least one fishing rod. So let me go ahead and get there and get the fishing rods, hopefully not die because there is a few people that somehow land Craggy Cliffs, and then we'll get straight to this challenge. So give me just a sec and I'll be right with you. So I was actually fortunate enough to get 2 harpoons and 1 normal fishing rod, which is absolutely perfect. If you guys don't get any harpoons at all, what I recommend doing is actually just leaving and getting right back into a different match, because the harpoons is really what makes this strat go by way faster. And there actually wasn't anyone at Craggy Cliffs whatsoever for me, so it also worked out pretty good as well. But what you guys are going to want to go ahead and do is actually just make your way to the beach right over here and basically just start fishing. Now, start with your harpoons so you can go through them as quickly as possible, especially in these farther outskirts of the map. And the best part about this is, yes, you're going to be in storm, but you're also going to be getting health as you actually go ahead and do this, which is absolutely amazing. Just go ahead and keep making your way through this as fast as possible. If you get spicy fishes, make sure that you're eating them because that'll actually allow you to move a little bit faster, and just basically travel amongst the shorelines, getting as many of these fishing holes as humanly possible. Now, there is an absolute ton of them, which is perfect because I mean that's what you need to actually go ahead and complete this challenge. It's basically a ton of fish. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, my favorite part about this is the fact that sooner on we're even gonna get even more fishing barrels on this shoreline, which will actually allow us to get even more harpoons if we are actually lucky enough. That looks like that is actually all of them for a little bit, so go ahead and make your way up and basically just travel amongst this shoreline for as long as humanly possible. But obviously you can't travel amongst this shoreline forever because eventually you'll take way too much damage from the storm. So what you want to do is actually travel all the way amongst this shoreline until you get to this section right here, just to the right of Steamy Stacks, and just make your way down this river, fishing at as many holes as humanly possible. So let's go ahead and continue traveling down this shoreline right here. As you guys can see, here's actually another fishing spot right here, which we got another flopper, which is actually perfect because that is going to help us so we could stay in the storm for as long as possible. And here we go, starting to get to these areas with these fishing rods. Unfortunately, it didn't look like we got any harpoons right there, but that is honestly okay. That's not the biggest deal. Go ahead and continue down this shoreline right here, continuing fishing at as many places as humanly possible. And boom, let's go ahead and upgrade our shotgun in the process. And here's the first instance of when the storm actually does come in. Now, this actually works a little bit better if the storm doesn't hit you immediately, but if it does, it's not the biggest deal either. You're just going to want to continue moving amongst this shoreline and you should be good to go. Here's another fishing spot right here, and let's go ahead and actually begin eating these so we can go ahead and keep as much of our health as high as possible. But yeah, if you guys have a little bit of time, you can also search these chests amongst this shoreline as well, because it'll actually go ahead and have a chance at giving you a harpoon gun. But if you don't get anything, hey, it's not the biggest deal. Normal fishing rods will work as well, which is why I recommended you grabbing 1 normal fishing rod on top of the harpoon guns as possible. But the harpoon guns do make this obviously way faster, which is why I recommend using harpoon guns and getting as many as possible. There's 2 more fishing holes right here, so let's go ahead and get that. Got a spicy fish, which is absolutely perfect. And now we're gonna have to start using the normal fishing pole. Now, obviously, as I mentioned, the normal fishing poles end up making this take a little bit longer, but once again, it's not the biggest deal because you'll be getting health while fishing. So look, there we go. We got a gun. Not going to use that, but we just got a flopper right there. And we also got a shieldfish. So let's go ahead and use this flopper. We'll grab that and we'll go ahead and continue moving on with the next fishing holes, which are actually right here. Now, obviously, when you're doing this, you're not going to be wanting to get guns because obviously that is not going to be fish adding onto your counter. And if you guys do die to the storm, it's not the biggest deal. You just got to hop right back into a different match and obviously finish the challenge. But as you guys can see, if you don't die to the storm and just continue getting lucky with the stuff and the fish that you guys actually go ahead and get, like look, we got another spicy fish, which is perfect because now we're going to move twice as fast. You won't die and you should be fine. I saw a fishing spot right over here, so I swam over here to go ahead and get it. And honestly, this is a lot more fun than you guys would think. You'd think like, oh man, this seems tedious, but it's actually quite enjoyable. It's really chill, and you also get a ton of XP for doing it, which is perfect if you're trying to level up. But look, we got a slurp fish right here, and then of course even more floppers to go ahead and eat to keep our health at full. And the best part is we just got a blue fishing pole as well, which is actually perfect for fishing a little bit faster and getting better loot on top of that. So let's go ahead and swim right back over to shore, but it looks like we actually have another fishing spot right here, which is actually kind of perfect. So let's go ahead and get that as well. And believe me when I say that these blue fishing poles really do help if you end up getting lucky enough to get them, because first of all, you'll be getting better loot and they actually do help you fish a little bit faster, which is actually just perfect for what we need them for. Looks like there's actually another fishing pole right out here, so we'll go ahead and grab that as well. But yeah, that basically is the video, guys. If you guys did find this video enjoyable, consider leaving a like on it, sharing with some friends, and of course subscribing if you guys are brand new for even more Fortnite content just like this. With that being said, guys, I do hope to see you within my next video. Thank you guys so much for all the support recently. We just hit 21k, which is absolutely insane, and yeah guys, we're only going up from here. So yeah, peace. And I forgot to mention in this video that once the storm does become a 5-tick, it becomes a little bit harder to stay alive, but honestly, it's not that bad because by the time you should only have just that fishing rod in your hand, and you should have the rest should just be like fish, floppers, spicy fish, slurp jellyfish, and stuff like that. So you should be good to live as long as possible. In this video, I actually ended up getting 64 fish and actually finishing this challenge and this task, and I unlocked the Kurama glider an hour after my match right here. So yes, this is the best guide here on YouTube, and for more amazing guides just like this, consider leaving a like on this video, sharing with some friends, and of course subscribing if you guys are brand new for even more Fortnite content just like this. Peace.